First of all, welcome everybody to this second part of the destination management afternoon. Well, it's the second part of destination management today. I think that a lot of what we've heard in the past couple of days has been linked to destination management. So it's really a lot that we can connect to what we will hear also this afternoon. There is one thing that is important to me that I want to pick up on, because this is now the last panel of the conference. And I want to remind ourselves of what we heard yesterday morning when we started the conference, when Anna Pollock talked about the tourism ecosystem. And I think for destination management, that's actually really absolutely crucial, that we keep in mind what the system looks like, how everything is connected. And I think the essential task of a destination manager is to be a systems thinker and to think how everything works together, how it's connected, and what the impact is of the things we are implementing in our destinations. And that's just something I want to say so that we can maybe keep this in mind throughout the presentations that we're hearing today. And maybe that can also inspire you to come up with some very intelligent questions at the end. So I wasn't meant to be the host for this session. I did step in more or less last minute. But I'm also the first presenter. So I will start by introducing myself. And then I will give my first presentation. So I'm Ulla-Alexandra Mattl. I'm half Finnish, half Austrian. I live in Belgium and I work for a French company. We are a consulting company where we work across sectors, but we have a strong focus on renewable energies and tourism. I'm also representative for France and Belgium for green destinations. And as part of that, I accompany destinations to go for the top 100 or the award. And so the story I'm presenting today is the following. How a long-term vision can anticipate mobility challenges and prevent over-tourism. It's the case of Baie de Somme. So this is a destination that we are working with at the moment and could not be here for the conference. We are one of the top 100 stories that were selected yesterday. And now I'm going to see, I'm not going to present the company, I've already done that. So we also work a lot with European funding. So here's some European projects that we have. A lot of them are linked to regeneration, actually. And in the French context, this means that very often we just have to explain what regeneration actually is, because a lot of people don't know. Now, I'm here to present, I'm here on behalf of the Syndicat Mixte Baie de Somme Grand Littoral Picard. It's a destination management organization. It was established in 1974. Initially, the competence of this now DMO was environmental mostly, environmental protection. And over time, it also became sustainable tourism development. And it was created by a collaboration of government agencies and local institutions, and also including the intercommunal syndicate for the touristic development. Here you can see where we are. So you have the department, this little light green part that is the whole area, and the actual destination is by the coast. It is a Grand Site de France. I don't know if you've heard about this, but there are 33 Grand Sites de France at the moment. There are more aspiring sites. What does it mean? It's a label, it's a French label for a destination with an exceptional landscape and scenery. And it also shows that this site or destination is managed in a very, how how to say, professional, sustainable, and remarkable way. And it has to be already a remarkable site to start with. In this case, there is a lot of flora and fauna. We have birds and seals and quite remarkable biodiversity. And I'm now going to show you a short video, just so that you have an idea what the destination is about. There is no sound. I don't know. Is there any sound? Oh, well, usually there is sound. There's supposed to be sound, but it's not that long. So you can have a look what the destination is about. Silence. It's a bit strange without the sound. Contemplation. Yes. Okay. So you have an idea what that is about. There's a lot of yeah, they're very cute. You can't get too close to them. That's obviously very often the case, that you have to stay away from these animals because you disturb them. There are also sheep grazing on these lands, and there are also, yeah, there's a lot of nature tourism, kayaking, and also there is a very distinct sort of food culture also, with all the sort of seafood and so on, and shells you pick on the beach and so on. Yeah, and they do some partying apparently. Yeah, kite surfing also. It can get quite dangerous with the winds. Okay, so let's move on so that and there is a little train also. It's very cute. I think we're done. And it's not very far from the other side. On the other side, you have the UK, in fact. So the cliffs look very similar. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's Baie de Somme. So now the thing is, we have this remarkable site, and then the question is, you really have the story in the picture here. It's the combination of the soft mobility with the remarkable site. That is the story in the picture. And then you can see this is what the destination could have been. And then this is what you just saw in the video. So what happened? What happened is that something quite amazing happened. In the 70s, when the syndicat was founded, there was a huge increase in tourism development and across France, in the south of France and along the coast. And there were big plans for the destination to become developed. There were plans for high-rise buildings. There were plans to replace the historic harbors with marinas, hotels, and so on. But there was some local resistance from local visionaries and politicians to keep the destination preserved. And that's exactly what they managed to do. So what you saw is what became an initial vision for the destination that has been carried forward for 50 years and that is still in place. And that is something that is quite remarkable because it's, I will tell you more about it in a moment. So the story is really about having this remarkable site and then finding ways to still develop tourism sustainably. Of course, there were issues. So you have this amazing place and eventually you will have more and more people coming. So what do you do? So one thing that was done was, okay, we need to structure this preservation. And so they started to go and develop this aim to become a grand site. So that was part of the plan to make sure this site really stays like as it is and to make it more organized. And what was the other solution? The other solution was the bicycle. So in 2001, so this is more than 20 years ago, they started with a bicycle plan. And the idea was to seamlessly build these bicycle routes into the landscape. And this could only happen with local collaborations, acquisitions, negotiations, farmers, residents, everybody was involved. And this took 20 years to build this bicycle routes. And so what the success was really about the commitment of everybody involved, to stay involved and to believe in this vision that was created. It was really about having ownership of this vision, and for everybody to believe in what was being planned. And it's really also the moment where a lot of local stakeholders got together and started their own movements. So there were festivals or things. Just everything was kind of lined up with this vision in terms of also sustainable food, gastronomy, hotels, and so on. So there was an association founded that was all about reducing carbon footprint and so on. So a lot of things were happening because of this vision that was initially created. So we had initially in the destination, when the bicycle plan started, there were something like 20 kilometers of bicycle routes, very fragmented all across the destination. And this was increased over the 20 years to 160 kilometers. And these routes are completely interlinked with European bicycle routes. There is an incredible system in place. And by 2022, there was an increase in 35% of bicycle routes from the previous bicycle tourists from the previous year, which was quite amazing. And this has also led to the destination now thinking about other solutions, because obviously, I mean, the bicycle routes are not just for the tourists, they're also for the residents. But to find collaborate with other partners, for example, with the trains, to look at intermodal transport and so on, to think again ahead. There was something else I wanted to say, and I don't remember. Okay, maybe later. What I wanted to say is, I mean, the message overall is very simple. The message is that we shouldn't have a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan. We need a vision. And I think it links up also again with what Anna Pollock told us yesterday. We need to have this sort of holistic approach to a destination. We need to have a vision. We need to all own this vision. And we need to know where we're going, and not just for the next 5 or 10 years, but in the long run, what do we want for our place? And I think that is the main message, together with anticipation, so that there was this possibility to anticipate over tourism before it actually happened. I mean, okay, we knew there were there were small access roads. They started to be getting a bit busy, but that wasn't yet over tourism. So putting this plan in place has completely prevented this destination from being flooded with tourists. So the anticipation of the problem and not just reacting to the problem is the second message, I would say. So yeah, that is my presentation. So thank you very much. And then I'm released from my job. Apart from I have to introduce the next person.